Hello, and welcome to Speak Better Practice. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Oh, that's easy. I wake up at 7 a.m. sharp, my alarm goes off, and I jump out of bed.
Wow, 7 a.m. That's early. I wake up at 7:30. What happens next?
Well, I brush my teeth, take a quick shower, and then I go downstairs to make breakfast.
What do you usually eat?
I eat oatmeal with fruit. Sometimes I add honey. My wife prefers toast with eggs, so I make that for her.
That sounds delicious. Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I drink 2 cups of coffee every morning. I need that caffeine. What about you, Lily?
I drink tea, actually. I don't like coffee very much. I also eat yogurt with granola most mornings.
Nice. And then you come to work?
Exactly. I drive to the studio, and we record these videos for all of you.
Did everyone notice something? We just used the simple present tense many, many times.
That's right. We used it to talk about our daily routines and habits. This is one of the main uses of the simple present.
Let's break it down and learn exactly how it works.
The simple present tense is the most basic verb tense in English. We use it to talk about things that happen regularly or are generally true.
Think of it as the tense for facts, habits, and routines. Things that don't change often.
Let me give you the basic structure. For I, you, we, and they, we use the base form of the verb. Very simple.
For example, I walk, you walk, we walk, they walk. Just the basic verb.
But here's the important part. For he, she, and it, we add an S to the end of the verb.
So it becomes he walks, she walks, it walks. That S is very important.
Let's look at some examples. Tom, can you give us a sentence with I?
Sure. I play guitar every weekend.
Perfect. Now change it to he.
He plays guitar every weekend. See? I added the S.
Exactly. Now, there are some spelling rules for that S. Usually, we just add S, like works or runs.
But if the verb ends in S, X, Z, CH, or SH, we add ES instead.
Right. So watch becomes watches. Kiss becomes kisses. Fix becomes fixes.
And if the verb ends in a consonant plus Y, we change the Y to I and add ES.
For example, study becomes studies. Try becomes tries. Carry becomes carries.
But if there's a vowel before the Y, we just add S. Play becomes plays. Enjoy becomes enjoys.
Don't worry if this feels complicated. You'll learn it naturally with practice. The more you use it, the easier it becomes.
Now let's talk about when we use the simple present. There are 4 main situations.
Number 1, daily habits and routines. Things you do regularly.
For example, I wake up at 6:30 every morning. She exercises 3 times a week. We eat dinner together every night.
These are all habits. You do them again and again.
Number 2, permanent situations or general truths.
Like, I live in New York. He works as a teacher. They own a restaurant. The sun rises in the east.
These are facts that don't change often, or universal truths.
Number 3, likes, dislikes, and opinions. These use verbs like love, hate, like, prefer, want, and think.
For example, I love chocolate. She hates cold weather. He prefers tea to coffee. They want to travel more.
These express feelings and preferences.
And number 4, scheduled events in the near future.
This one surprises people. We can use simple present for fixed schedules, like transportation or events.
The train leaves at 9 a.m. The movie starts at 7:30. The store opens at 10 tomorrow.
Even though these are in the future, we use simple present because they're scheduled facts.
So remember, habits, permanent situations, feelings and opinions, and scheduled future events.
Now, how do we ask questions in the simple present? This is really important for conversations.
We use the helping verbs do or does plus the base form of the main verb.
For I, you, we, and they, we use do.
Do I know you? Do you like pizza? Do we have class today? Do they speak Spanish?
Notice the main verb stays in the base form. We don't add S.
For he, she, and it, we use does.
Does he work here? Does she live nearby? Does it rain a lot in April?
Again, the main verb is just the base form. We don't say, does he works here? That's wrong.
The S moves to does. That's the key point.
Let's practice. I'll say a statement, and you listeners try to make it a question. Ready?
Statement. You speak English.
Question. Do you speak English?
Statement. She likes coffee.
Question. Does she like coffee?
Statement. They play tennis.
Question. Do they play tennis?
See? It's a simple pattern once you understand it.
What about negative sentences? How do we say something doesn't happen?
We use do not or don't for I, you, we, and they. And we use does not or doesn't for he, she, and it.
The pattern is subject plus don't/doesn't plus base verb.
I don't smoke. You don't understand. We don't eat meat. They don't live here.
He doesn't drive. She doesn't watch TV. It doesn't work.
Again, notice that the main verb is just the base form. No S at the end.
The negative word doesn't already has the S, so we don't need it on the main verb.
Common mistakes? People say he doesn't works or she don't like it. Both are wrong.
Correct versions. He doesn't work and she doesn't like it.
Let's practice negatives. I'll say something positive. You make it negative in your mind.
I like spicy food.
Negative. I don't like spicy food.
She understands French.
Negative. She doesn't understand French.
They believe him.
Negative. They don't believe him.
Great! You're getting the hang of it.
One important thing about the simple present is the time expressions we use with it.
These are words that tell us how often something happens. Let's go through the most common ones.
First, we have always. This means 100% of the time, every single time.
I always brush my teeth before bed. He always arrives on time. She always wears a seatbelt.
When I was a child, my grandmother always made cookies when I visited her house. Every single visit, without fail, there were fresh cookies waiting. She always smiled when she handed me one.
That's such a sweet memory, Tom. The word always really emphasizes that it happened every time.
Next is usually. This means most of the time, maybe 80 or 90%.
I usually take the subway to work. They usually go to the gym in the evening. He usually eats lunch at noon.
I usually read before going to sleep, maybe 5 or 6 nights a week. But sometimes I'm too tired and I just fall asleep immediately.
So, usually allows for some exceptions. It's your normal pattern, but not absolutely every time.
Then we have often. This means frequently, many times.
We often go to that restaurant. She often calls her parents on weekends. I often forget people's names.
I often drink green tea in the afternoon, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. It helps me relax and focus.
Often doesn't specify exactly how many times, but it gives the idea of regularity.
Next is sometimes. This is about 50%, half the time, occasionally.
Sometimes I cook dinner. Sometimes I order takeout. He sometimes works from home. They sometimes watch movies on Friday nights.
When I was in university, I sometimes studied in the library and sometimes in my dorm room. It depended on my mood and how much noise my roommates were making.
That's a perfect example. Sometimes means it varies. It's not a strong habit either way.
Then there's rarely or seldom. These both mean not often, almost never.
I rarely eat fast food. She rarely gets angry. We rarely see snow in this city.
I rarely drink soda, maybe once every few months. I prefer water or tea for my health.
Rarely and seldom mean it's very infrequent, but it can still happen.
And finally, never. This means 0%. Not at all. Not even once.
I never smoke. He never lies. They never miss a deadline.
I never forget my sister's birthday. She was always there for me growing up, so marking her special day is really important to me.
That's beautiful, Tom. Never is the strongest word. It means absolutely not.
Now, where do these words go in a sentence? That's important.
Most of them go before the main verb, but after the verb be.
So we say, I always eat breakfast, not I eat always breakfast.
She usually studies at night. They often travel together. We sometimes go hiking. She usually studies at night. They often travel together. We sometimes go hiking.
But with the verb be, the position changes. We say, I am always tired. He is usually happy. She is never late.
The frequency word comes after am, is, or are.
Let me give you a memory trick. The frequency word stands between the subject and the action, like a bridge connecting them.
That's a great way to think about it, Tom.
Let's look at some of the most common verbs you'll use in simple present.
These are verbs you use every single day, so it's important to practice them.
First, have. This can mean possession or to eat/drink.
I have a car. She has 2 brothers. We have dinner at 7 o'clock.
I have 3 sisters, actually. We have family dinners every Sunday. It's a tradition that started when we were kids.
That sounds wonderful. Notice have for I, you, we, they, but has for he, she, it.
Next, go. This means to move from one place to another.
I go to the gym. He goes to work by bus. They go shopping on weekends.
Every Saturday morning, I go to the farmer's market in my neighborhood. I go there to buy fresh vegetables and sometimes flowers. The people there recognize me now.
Go is such a useful verb. And remember, it becomes goes for third-person singular.
Then there's do and make. These can be confusing.
Do is for actions and activities. I do my homework. She does yoga. They do the dishes.
Make is for creating something. I make coffee. He makes lunch. We make plans.
I do my best to stay organized, and I make lists every morning. Do for the effort. Make for creating the list.
That's a perfect example. Another common verb is like.
I like movies. She likes reading. They like Italian food. It doesn't like water. Talking about a cat.
I like walking in the park early in the morning when it's quiet. There is something peaceful about it that I really like.
You used like twice there in different ways. Both correct.
Work is another one we use a lot. I work in an office. He works from home. She works hard. My father works as an engineer. He works long hours, but he loves his job. He works with bridges and buildings.
3 uses of work there. As a verb, it's very flexible.
And let's not forget live. I live in Chicago. She lives alone. They live near the beach.
I live in an apartment downtown. It's small but comfortable. I live close to everything I need.
Notice these are all base verbs for I, you, we, they, but they change for he, she, it. Has, goes, does, makes, likes, works, lives.
Let's talk about pronunciation, because that S ending can be tricky.
When we add S or ES to verbs, we pronounce it in 3 different ways.
First way, S sound, like a snake. This happens after voiceless sounds like P, T, K, F.
For example, stops, eats, makes, laughs. Listen, he stops. She eats. It makes. She laughs.
Your throat doesn't vibrate for that S sound. It's just air.
Second way, Z sound, like a bee buzzing. This happens after voice sounds like B, D, G, M, N, L, and vowels.
For example, runs, reads, swims, plays. Listen, he runs, she reads, he swims, she plays.
Feel your throat. It vibrates slightly for that Z sound.
Third way, is sound, adding an extra syllable. This happens when the verb ends in S, Z, X, CH, SH, or soft G sounds.
For example, misses, buzzes, fixes, watches, washes, changes. 2 syllables.
Listen carefully. He misses, she buzzes, it fixes, he watches, she washes, it changes.
This is important because it affects how you say the word. Let's practice together.
Everyone, repeat after me. She works. He plays. It washes.
Good. Now try these. He cooks. She runs. It teaches.
The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Don't worry about being perfect. Just keep practicing.
Now, let's talk about some special verbs that don't follow the normal rules.
The most important one is be. This verb is completely irregular.
We have I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are.
I am a teacher. You are a student. He is my brother. She is at work. It is sunny today. We are friends. They are busy.
Be is the most irregular verb in English, but it's also the most useful.
Another important verb is have. As we mentioned earlier, it becomes has for he, she, it.
I have time. She has time. Not she haves. That's wrong.
Do is also special. I do. You do. He does. She does. It does. We do. They do.
Notice it's does, not deuce. The O changes to OE.
Go becomes goes. Again, not goes, but goes.
These irregular patterns are common, so you'll see them all the time. The good news is that there aren't many truly irregular verbs in simple present.
Most verbs just add s or es, and you're good to go.
Let's talk about the most common mistakes students make with simple present.
Mistake number 1. Forgetting the s for he, she, and it.
Wrong. He go to school. She like pizza. It work well.
Correct. He goes to school. She likes pizza. It works well.
Don't feel bad if you forget the S sometimes. Even advanced students do this.
Mistake number 2. Adding s to the main verb in questions.
Wrong. Does he works here? Does she likes coffee?
Correct. Does he work here? Does she like coffee?
Remember, the S is already in does, so the main verb stays in base form.
Mistake number 3. Adding s to the main verb in negatives.
Wrong. He doesn't works. She doesn't likes it.
Correct. He doesn't work. She doesn't like it.
Same rule as questions. The S is in doesn't.
Mistake number 4. Using don't with he, she, or it.
Wrong. She don't understand. He don't know. It don't matter.
Correct. She doesn't understand. He doesn't know. It doesn't matter.
Always use doesn't for third person singular.
And mistake number 5. Confusing simple present with present continuous.
We don't say, I am wanting water. She is needing help. They are knowing the answer.
Correct. I want water. She needs help. They know the answer.
Certain verbs like want, need, know, understand, believe, and love don't usually take the continuous form.
These are called stative verbs. They describe states, not actions.
Now it's time for our vocabulary review. We'll focus on 5 key words that are essential when talking about habits and routines.
Let's start with word number 1, routine.
Routine. R-O-U-T-I-N-E. Routine.
A routine is a sequence of actions you do regularly. Your morning routine, your bedtime routine, your exercise routine.
My morning routine includes making coffee, reading the news, and taking a shower. I follow this routine every single day.
Everyone, repeat after me. Routine.
Routine.
My daily routine.
My daily routine.
Word number 2, habit.
Habit. H-A-B-I-T. Habit.
A habit is something you do often, usually without thinking about it. Good habits include exercising and eating healthy. Bad habits include smoking or staying up too late.
I have a habit of checking my phone first thing in the morning. It's not a great habit, honestly. I'm trying to break that habit.
Repeat. Habit.
Habit.
A healthy habit.
A healthy habit.
Word number 3. Schedule.
Schedule. Schedule. Schedule.
A schedule is a plan that shows when things will happen. Your work schedule, your class schedule, your train schedule.
I have a very busy schedule this week. My schedule includes 3 meetings on Monday, a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and a presentation on Friday.
Repeat. Schedule.
Schedule.
A busy schedule.
A busy schedule.
Word number 4. Frequency.
Frequency. Frequency. Frequency.
Frequency means how often something happens. High frequency means it happens a lot. Low frequency means it doesn't happen often.
Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never all describe frequency. They tell us the frequency of an action.
Repeat. Frequency.
Frequency.
How often?
How often?
And word number 5. Generally.
Generally. Generally. Generally.
Generally means usually, in most cases, as a rule. It's used to talk about what's normally true.
I generally eat healthy food. I generally wake up early. I generally feel good in the morning. It means this is my normal pattern, though sometimes there are exceptions.
Repeat. Generally.
Generally.
I generally agree.
I generally agree. These 5 words, routine, habit, schedule, frequency, and generally, will help you talk about the simple present with confidence.
Wow, we covered so much today. Let's do a quick summary of everything we learned.
First, we learned what the simple present tense is. It's for habits, facts, permanent situations, and scheduled events.
We learned the basic structure. Base verb for I, you, we, they, and base verb plus S for he, she, it.
We learned how to make questions using do and does, plus the base form of the verb.
We learned how to make negatives using don't and doesn't, plus the base form.
We explored time expressions like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
We looked at common verbs like have, go, do, make, like, work, and live.
We learned about pronunciation of the S ending, s, z, or is.
We covered special cases like the verb be and other irregular verbs.
And we went through the most common mistakes so you can avoid them.
The simple present is everywhere in English. Once you master it, your English will sound much more natural.
Don't try to remember everything at once. Focus on using it in your daily life. Talk about your routine. Describe your habits. Ask questions about other people's lives.
Practice makes perfect. Or as we say, practice makes progress.
All right, now it's time for our interactive question.
We want you to participate and practice what you learned today. This helps you remember everything better.
Here's our question. What is one daily habit you have? Write it in the comments using the simple present tense.
For example, you could write, I drink coffee every morning, or I exercise 3 times a week, or I study English before bed.
Remember to use the correct form. If you're talking about yourself, use the base verb. If you're talking about someone else, add the S.
We read every single comment, and we love learning about your daily routines.
Sharing your habits also helps other learners practice reading English. So don't be shy.
Write your answer right now in the comments below. We can't wait to read them.
To help reinforce your understanding of the lesson, we've prepared a free visual aid for you.
You can download it from the link in the description.
That brings us to the end of today's lesson on the simple present tense.
We hope you found this helpful and that you feel more confident using this essential tense.
Remember, learning English is a journey. Some days will feel easy, Some days will feel hard, but every day you practice, you improve.
You're doing amazing just by being here and watching this video. Give yourself credit for that.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us know what kind of content you want to see more of.
And make sure you're subscribed. Speak Better Practice with notifications turned on, so you never miss a new video.
Next video, we're going to talk about how to use get in everyday English. We'll show you the different meanings and common phrases with get.
It's going to be really useful, so make sure you come back for that.
Until then, keep practicing your English every single day.
Even just 10 minutes makes a difference. You've got this.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.